So the other day I was watching one of those rig rundowns, and it was for Jimmy Vaughn. And somebody had mentioned in the comments that this guitar reminded them of the Jimmy Vaughn signature guitar. So I was watching this rig rundown, and it turns out that he plays the made in Mexico guitars. They have a custom shop Jimmy Vaughn Strat and a artist series, I think it is. And the artist series is like 1,100 bucks, 1,200 bucks, and custom shop is obviously, 5 grand. But he uses the made in Mexico guitars live. He doesn't use custom shop or anything super fancy. So it got me thinking, what if we did a poor man's version of Jimmy Vaughn's signature guitars? And basically what I wanted to do is just bring it down to the most minimal cost possible and use this new standard Strat as the model to mod, and try these Tex-Mex pickups out and see how they do. And so that's what I thought this video would be for, is just we're going to do a quick pickup swap. We're going to leave everything else for right now, do this on the lowest, cheapest way you can, and see what kind of sounds those Tex-Mex pickups will give us. So if you like this sort of thing, please feel free to like, share, subscribe. I'd love to have you here, and look forward to any comments that you all want to make. Feel free to leave them down below, and I will definitely answer them to the best of my ability in the shortest time possible. So let's take a look at these pickups and get them in this guitar. Okay, so you are going to need a few things when you do this pickup swap. You need a soldering iron. You're also going to need some solder. You will need a pair of dikes and the pickups. Also, you're going to need a screwdriver and pull this pick guard off real quick. Now, I do everything by hand, especially when it comes to guitars. I don't mess with, sure, you can do it all you want, but I do everything by hand because I don't want to strip anything out or take a chance of something like that happening. So we got all the pick guard screws off of here, and then when you flip this up, be very, very careful that you don't pull any wires. Also put a little something down over the finish, and you can sort of tilt it back like that. And here you can see the wiring, and there's a little zip tie there, so we got to take that off. And I carefully unravel the wiring just to make sure everything is good. Now we remove the pickups from the pick guard, and that's pretty self-explanatory. Also desolder everything off of the switch and the ground wires and all that. Get all that off of there. And then we get the pickups. One cool thing about these there's a couple cool things about these pickups. The first one is that it comes with the surgical tubing instead of springs, and I just love that. They're so much easier to work with. It's just great. And then also, all of the wires have their own color, which is really cool too. You can see here, they each have their own color so that you don't get them mixed up when you're trying to do that. Also, it's got a really easy to understand diagram right there, and it's very self-explanatory on what goes where and how all that goes. And so when you look at these pickups right here, you can see this one is for the bridge. It's white and black. This one is for the middle pickup. It's red and black. And then finally, we have the neck pickup, which is yellow and black. So it's a lot easier to keep it straight when you get them going. Now, this is what I was talking about with these screws. All you got to do is take the screw and you poke it through the pick guard, and then put the rubber grommet over the top of it. So it's really simple. And it'll hold the screw in place too, so you don't have to wrestle with a spring or anything like that. So we put the screw in the pick guard, put the rubber grommet over the top of it, and now you don't have to wrestle with that screw. So you can set up your screws like that and then easily put the pickup in without having to wrestle with the springs where you feel like you need 3 hands to get them done. So these are just so much better. I love the surgical tubing thing. It's great. So then we just put the pickups in, and then we have to tin all the wire just to make sure that there's some solder on the end of the wire and get all that good to go. And then you're obviously going to follow your diagram to make sure that you have everything in the right place. And then, just solder the correct wire to the correct pin on the switch there. And you got all your grounds grounded to that pot on the bottom there. And that's pretty much it. And then you just have to adjust the pickup height and do all that after you put the strings back on and get it ready to go. So that's done. Put all back together and it's all good to go. You have to readjust all your string or your pickup heights and get all that right. But yeah. So why don't we take a listen to these things and see what they sound like. Okay, so let's do a little sound check for these Fender Tex-Mex pickups. And we'll start with the neck pickup and work our way down. So then we'll move to the 4th position, which would be the neck and the middle pickup. And then the middle position. And now we'll do the 2nd position, which would be the middle pickup and the bridge pickup. And now, finally, the bridge pickup. So we'll try a little dirt on it and see what we can do for pick attack and dynamics and stuff. Okay, 2nd position. And then middle position. fourth position. And then finally the neck pickup. Whew. I like that a lot. That sounds so good. So, yes, they're definitely a major improvement. They are brighter. They are a little more articulate. The dynamics are a little bit more touch sensitive. It feels more responsive, if that's the best way to put it. It just feels a lot more responsive than the other pickups. And yeah, so I think this is a pretty good bargain set of pickups for the money, for sure. So I have to say, these pickups, they turned out to be a little bit better than I thought they'd be. And they were 99 bucks. So in total, if you had this guitar or bought this guitar and you replaced the pickups, it would be $700 total. And now I'm not saying, do that instead of buying a Jimmy Vaughn signature guitar. If you can afford it, buy away. But I know there's been times in my life where $1,200 might as well be $1 million. You know what I mean? So I just thought it would be kind of fun to make sort of a poor man's version of a Jimmy Vaughn inspired modification. And the main thing is to enjoy playing the guitar and having fun with it, right? So that's one thing that we should always do. These pickups sound great. They have a little chart on the back here that gives you like the output meter and the output EQ and different things like that. And they're very balanced as far as that goes. When I listen to them, they sound very balanced. They sound very... I'm able to play dynamically, which is a huge thing, like, to me, that's like everything. Being able to articulate through dynamics is huge. So I think they're great pickups for the money, especially. Now, obviously, you could go through and spend a lot more money, and because pickups can get crazy high, and do all that, but I don't know. I just kind of wanted to start this mod out as a very simple, easy, something that you could do and not break the bank with, and get a little bit more character, a little bit more something out of the guitar that you just bought, or you're going to buy, or you've had for a while. Feel free to leave down in the comments below what you think. Did you like these pickups? Did they sound all right to you? And we will see you on the next one. Thank you.